Seeing some strange lights. Oh, it's coming from one of the other one of the other street lights out in this I guess you could call it a truck stop. Look. Normally I don't make my bed, but it's been hitting on my last nerve this morning. And I want to make my bed. And the crazy part is I just spray my bed down with Lysol. Because I didn't realize because of my type 2 diabetes, that causes night sweats. And I'm actually, hey Mike, I was actually, my body at night has been in such an overdrive that, I sweat. It doesn't matter, hot, cold, or whatever, I'm sweating. And since I've been taking all of these vitamins and stuff and trying to keep an eye on my diabetes, it, I don't, it hasn't happened as much, but, that sweat over time can get a bit funky. You know what I mean? And it's like you ever go over certain, when you were younger, certain people's house, and the house is funky, but you didn't want to say nothing. It's you start to get used to your own funk. And everybody goes, oh, that's nasty. Well, I mean, it's reality. And because I remember I was on an old submarine in the Navy, Fast Attack SSN 615. I think they're in the 7 or 800s now. And I when you get off that boat, you didn't notice it, but you smell like a strong axle grease, and the person I was with at the time wouldn't even let me come in the house in military housing because it was just so, I was so funky and I didn't realize it. It's fight or flight, it's survival. Oh, I hate these pills. It's morning. Good morning, Jeff. I see you. It's fight or flight or survival. And you don't realize it. And it's strange. I've got my old glasses on because I started noticing just a few days ago. I had had it. I was going to, when once a year I have to take an exam, and I was struggling seeing the words on the eye chart, and the doctor gave me a different pair of glasses. But I just noticed I'm gonna have to go back to the eye doctor because that pair of glasses, I'm seeing halos. This is my older pair. I'm seeing halos at night. And I mean, I'm seeing them on these, but it's not as strong. So, this growing old stuff, boy, it sucks. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I got a weird pain, and I think it's a muscle on my arm. I got a weird pain, I think. I'm gonna let it go a little longer. And then after that, I'm going to the doctor. It's not a sharp pain. It's like a soreness. So it's got a little while longer, then we're heading to the doctor because we're not going to, let that keep going. Oh man. Ugh. Yeah, and it's like right now, yeah, but it's, man, my insurance sucks so bad. I'm gonna go. I got a favorite doc in the box where I pay $100, and I'm gonna go there, and the guy's real friendly, and I'm gonna go there first and just tell him what's going on. Because when I go to my doctor, it's like $400 just to go see him. What kind of crap? What kind of insurance is that? Oh. And and nowadays, 57, 8, 9, 61. Got 5 more years till 5 more years. It's either 5 or 6 more years till I collect Social Security. I'm doing it at 62. I'm sorry. I'm doing it at 62 because this stuff's sort of for the birds, bro. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat. This mess is for the birds. I think that's probably why. Hey, that's when I'm gonna start my lawn care business. I'm gonna be like Big Sons. Big Sons old. I know he's either the same age I am or a little bit older. But Big Sons be having fun, and I'm gonna be sitting on a zero turn or whatever, and mowing a few yards and being happy about it. I don't need a big business. I just want to mow. I just want to mow a few yards and have fun doing it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not even. That's my plan. I really don't want. I really don't want to be out here in my late 60s, early 70s. You see older guys out here walking in canes, and they're looking miserable, and sometimes they even pass away. They have to send the state troopers to do a wellness check, and my later days, I don't want to be out here with doing that part of it. I've had scares, which I realize, because you're spending. I still owe $3,000. I hope they're hoping to get it, but I seriously doubt it, for a emergency room visit, and I was low on potassium. Now I know the signs, and that's why I take potassium pills every few days. I remember, let me just show y'all, look at the picture. Let's see if I can show it. Yeah, I need to clean that glass. That's where I'm sitting right now. Let's see here. Should have. That would look real horrible if I was driving. But I remember, a few years back, that site that I just showed you, a parking lot alone and just plain miserable. I know I was depressed. Probably, clinically, chemically, a lot of this, when you're not eating healthy, can bring on depression. And your emotional state, it can bring on depression. So combination, not eating healthy, the chemicals in your body is out of whack, and then your emotional state. So it's like tenfold. And I remember, that's why you got good friends, because good friends don't want to say, hey man, you might want to get some help or something, because you're bringing me down. I remember I was talking about someone else bringing me down and how I had to get into a good state, and then a friend close to me saying, I didn't want to say it, but the same thing's going on with you. And I was like, really? And I had to look back, and it's true. And a lot of times you're doing it to yourself. I mean, my whole life situation sucked. You know what I mean? My whole life situation, Jesus, man. My whole life situation sucked. But then when you add it up, my eating was just as bad. The food I ate, the nutritional value was, it should be up here, it was way down there. And they say the lack of this vitamin and the lack of that vitamin, and the older you get, this stuff, man, I'm getting low on my magnesium glycinate. I have to put, I'm gonna have to order some more of that. Okay, just did the zinc and get some vitamin C up in me. Whoa. I gotta be quick about it. And and it just reminded me that I don't want to get myself down, because I'll be down for the rest of the day, but I'll cheer up. Being in survival mode for so long, I've had to learn how to live. It's crazy. I sleep better sometimes back there than I do at home. And I have one of those, air beds where you can adjust it or whatever, and it stopped working, so I got to call them. But I sleep better on that daggone mattress under those covers than I do at home. So that part of it is what I'm going to talk about today is a lifestyle. I'm used to sleeping on a certain amount of bed, and my wife encroaches on me to the point where, I'm already used to it because I sleep back there. You know what I mean? I don't turn all over the place. But it's this lifestyle that I lead. When another truck comes in and parks next to me, like this idiot over here, I mean, he had all this room over here and all the room over there, but he's parked close to me. And I mean, he was coming in hot and really close, scared the bejesus out of me. I'm in my drawers looking up like, what the heck? And, good morning, Associate Minister. Um, you get used to it, but a lot of times, refrigerated trucks will come in and park next to me, and they have a normal because the reefer unit behind that wall right there, you hear wow 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 wow. Well, normal people have got to sleep quiet. It's got to be dead quiet for them to sleep. Well, you a truck driver, you out here, bruh. It ain't gonna ever be dead behind quiet, and you got to get your body used to certain things. So I mean, I used to pull reefers. So I know the sound, and I'm already used to it. So, I would not get upset. And you hear stories that people get upset. And it's a humming noise, and man, it put me to sleep. Even when, Mike, even when I'm home, I go to sleep with the YouTube on the TV, and I'm like, I'm done. I wake up, the TV be off, it's got that little thing bouncing around. I wake up in the middle of the night, it be bouncing around. But, it's a lifestyle. I remember before I started doing this, everything felt like a job, a job like F this job. I can't wait to get away from here or whatever. I don't know. I can't really think back as if I ever felt that truck driving was a job. I don't know if I could ever go back and I knew at first it was survival. First, I got in this truck to get away from my first wife. I didn't have the balls. To, ask for a divorce because I was miserable. But like I said, I'm getting in this truck and I ain't never coming back. I'm getting in a truck and never coming back. And I meant that. I was in one of the Reddit situations. I don't know if you ever read Reddit stories. Some of the women, when they know they are in charge, and you get the certain men that don't want to argue, and because I come from a very dysfunctional family. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. I watched that my whole entire life. So why do I want to be in a relationship like that? I don't ever want to be in a relationship like that. But I was in one. And a lot of times when I say in conversations, I go on rants and say, you chose the wrong person, ladies. I'm telling you because I chose the wrong person. I'm not being judgmental. I'm telling you, it's coming from a place of knowing what I'm talking about. I kept on choosing the wrong person, the wrong people, because that's what I was used to. So I got out here. I got out here because I needed a change and I needed to survive. I couldn't what I was doing, the job that I was doing wasn't working. I was installing satellite dishes, and that was when the 11 years ago. So that was like 2011. That was like right in the midst. I think wasn't that the housing market crash or whatever, and people were losing their houses and not moving, and the satellite business tanked. And I was getting older, and running across roofs and stuff like that was getting bad, and I needed something to survive, and I deemed it, if I lost everything, at least I had a place to sleep. So that's the question. Is it a job? Is it a lifestyle, or is it survival? A lot of times the first, I say, here's a funny thing. When you say couple, I didn't realize a couple was two. Long time ago, I didn't realize. Somebody said, "Are you stupid? A couple means two." It was more than a couple. I think like the first 4 or 5 years doing this, it's been survival. But slowly it moved into a lifestyle. You got these new folks out here. Prime example. I'm still in the sleeper berth right now. I'm still in the sleeper berth. I'm not supposed to be sitting in the driver's seat. That is against DOT regulations. So if any of you truckers, I'm not on the regular shorts thing. I got doing it horizontal, whatever. But any of truckers come in and look at this, no, that's a DOT rule. If you're still in the sleeper, you need to be back there. Or you need to be over in that seat over there, not in this seat. But I know what states where the DOT acts stupid like that. And one of them is Ohio. You can't be in the driver's seat and be off duty sitting in this seat. You get a ticket. You get a citation. I learned that one. And certain states, they come in, like Ohio, use Ohio again. They come in the truck stops and will knock on your door. And if you're dumb enough to answer, you got to get out and do that inspection. I'm like, you knock on my door and I peek past this line right here, I'm gonna tell you to come back when my sleeper berth is, I'm out of sleeper berth. I don't care who you are. Now, if you crash bash the window, that's between you and the company. I throw my hands up and go to jail. But no, you're not gonna interrupt me while I'm in the middle of my sleeper berth. You know what I mean? Well, a lot of these new folks, they get bamboozled. They get bamboozled. They think you make a lot of money doing this. That's a lie. Especially as a company driver, that's a lie. You got to drive your behind off. Like right now, I got 8.5 hours on the clock that I can use. I got 6 to get where I gotta go. I got 6 hours to get to where I gotta go. So I got 2 hours to play with to find parking. But I'm gonna run out of hours being unloaded. So I'm either going to have to violate, or hopefully there's going to be a truck stop at least 20 miles closer, so I can leave. You leave the shipper and go on, um, uh, leave the shipper and go on personal convenience when I'm done. But I have to do this because it's been months that I've been close to doing 3,000 miles. This is going to get me at 2,500 miles if I do this. I'm doing this run right here. It's a lifestyle. I say it's a lifestyle because I've been doing this since 2011. I don't think I've ever said I hate doing it. I don't think I ever said I hate doing it. But I've adapted and overcome. You have to be a special type of stupid to do this. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You got to be a special type of stupid. You got to be missing a few of. You got to be a little bit short of a 6-pack. You got to be missing a few screws up here. Because just think about it. You see all those trucks flipped over in the north, and all those trucks. I've been through all of that. I've been through all of that. White knuckling the steering wheel in Idaho while I'm watching UPS blow by me, and they were just getting it, and it's nothing but nothing but ice, not black ice. There's a difference. There's a different type of ice in the West. This is, and they no way to defrost it, but the salt. The salt don't even work at certain temperatures. You know what I'm saying? Salt don't even. They just threw dirt down there. I've driven through, smoky areas that there's fire off in the distance. I've been waking up in the middle of the night at certain truck stops. That's why I really don't try to do truck stop like the one I'm in right now, because lot lizards would be knocking on your door at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, waking you up, looking like vampires. I've been taken. I've been tricked out of my money. I remember when I first started. Oh, please help my child. They have Apollopolis disease. I remember, and I was making, I think it was like, when I first started, making 22 cents a mile. God. And I'm just, whatever I had, I'm just giving it. And living off of ramen noodles. That was when ramen noodles was 10 cents a pack. But that was when ramen noodles was 10 cents a pack, bro. I had a bowl, and I'd take 2 or 3 packs at like 30 cents, fill it up with all that sodium and water, and put it in the microwave, go in the truck stop, put it in the microwave, come back and just eat them noodles. Then wondering why my ass went from 250. When I first started driving, I was at 250, and I went from 250 to 300 plus. I'm in the 240s now, but I went from 250 to 300 plus. I'm in the 240s now because I got down to 233 and my wife got jealous. I don't want you that big, but she's still losing weight. I don't want you to be so skinny. Ain't nobody. I'm never gonna be skinny, guys. So it's. I got knocked for a loop for a minute. I'm getting back. I'm getting back on target, back on track. And I'm not complaining. I should have. I should have seen it coming. But and like right now, I have my compression socks on because I sit in this seat for 8 to 10 hours a day. It's a lifestyle. Now I know. I learning from my fellow YouTubers, you guys, about taking certain vitamins and certain stuff and what I'm deficient in because I'm out here. You know, if I was home every day, my back room would be like Mike's laboratory. I would have shelves full of stuff growing because I am intrigued by plants. You can see that I like growing grass, but I'm intrigued by plants. And I'm learning by watching you guys. I thought it would be a job. I got to move my I got like crates and crates of comic books. I got to get some more comic book boxes, and I'm gonna put them up on a metal shelf in that back room. And then I'm thinking right next to them, I'm gonna do some plants. I'm gonna do some plants that are automatic. The wife has seemed interested, so I'm thinking that's the next level in my growth. You know what I'm saying? When you have lived the life that I live, and I'm not saying my life is so tragic, but it was tragic to me. And I'm still learning how to enjoy myself. I'm learning how to be happy. This right here, again, it takes a special type of person, you know, because one guy was saying he was a trainer, he was training this one dude, and the guy he started crying. I miss my wife. I wish I was there. I'd be like, bro, she don't miss you. Don't get it twisted. You are a convenience to most women. You know, your marriage might be better because you're behind out here. They get tired of you real quick. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. They get tired of you real quick, and you'll get tired of them. There's been a few times I love my wife to death, but I'm like, man, I can't wait to get back on the road. Get to my solitary lifestyle. I remember I used to get out of this truck in the beginning. I used to get out all the time. Man, once I lock them doors and I'm in this cocoon, I'm good. And especially I go look at your channels, I'm good. Again, I'm moving more to now this is a lifestyle. It's not survival. It's not survival of the fittest or anything like that. It's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I keep minimal in here because Every time if I do take more than 4 days off, I got to move out of the truck until I get the 1,000,000 miles, and supposedly I get to stay in my truck. But we'll see. I'm down to 50,000 miles, and I'll be 1,000,000 miles. I'm officially 1,000,000 miles. I'm unofficially 1,000,000 miler because I work for other companies. But for these guys, I will be officially 1,000,000 miler in about 50,000 miles, which would be probably around my anniversary, June, July, which I'm cool with. This right here, it's kind of working. L-Arginine, citrulline. I'm hoping it gets better. Hoping it gets better. Oh, oh my. I was looking. I'm gonna have to get a stronger one with my vitamin D. They say that because I forgot what they say vitamin D does, but you need to have more of that, and that's something that I'm working on. Ugh. You know, I like this one. I got to start getting some new bandanas. I don't wore them out. Um, I'm hoping like right now, we're always, when you're trying to lose weight and stuff like that, when you're trying to lose weight, I'm start seeing that I'm not gaining or losing, which I think is better than drastically losing all of that weight and then you tend to just gain it back. But if you slowly lose the weight, if you slowly lose it, and your body comes accustomed to it, it kind of, I don't know, I don't have any proof of this. Your body, associate minister, the world almost did. I'm not gonna lie, the world almost crushed me. And I'm gonna say both, but I slowly came out of it. And Mike, and I thank you for agreeing, because I just was not, and that's why I'm not going full tilt boogie on trying to lose weight, but I'm mindful of the things that I'm eating. I'm mindful of the things that I'm eating. And I have an old Walmart belt. I haven't switched belts yet, and I don't think I'm going to switch it for a while, because when I put it on and I pull it and it hangs, I let it hang, it's reminding me of how far I came. Because I would put that belt on a while ago, and you just tighten 2 or 3 clips. Now, I'm going, yeah, and I do stuff that reminds me of where I came from. I haven't thrown away none of my shirts, especially the bigger ones, the 4X, the 5X. I still wear them. And the bagginess, I'm very comfortable with the bagginess of it. I still wear them, and the reason why I wear them, I think it's subconscious to remind me. And maybe I'm scared I'm going to go back, but I still wear them. But to remind me of how far I've... What? Did I hit something? Let me know. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I hit something by mistake on the earpiece. I was just... I just had itched my ear, but... to remind me to stay humble. You know what I mean? To remind me, I used to get so lazy out here. But lately, I've been keeping an eye on the 2 mirrors in the front, the 2 on the sides, and the 2 below. Because the ones below are the main ones I've always had a problem looking at. But those are telling me if there's a car close by. And, thank God. There's been a few shortcomings where I look down, oh, snap. You have to have your wits about you, because you're moving, what is it, 75 feet? This truck about 75 feet and 80,000 pounds. You're the professional. I'm the professional driver here. And you wouldn't think I'm professional because I'm like, hey, welcome to my channel. Goofy. No. I kind of like, that's why I'm not with any other companies. I kind of like working here. I kind of like the challenge. Like today, I got this. That's a challenge. Today's my challenge day. I don't think I'm going to be eating today. I'm going to be stressing out. Stinging nettle extract. Take one of these pills. And what's the last one? The B100. This is nasty, but it's got all the B vitamins. Got all the B vitamins. And you guys be proud. Oh, the smell from that gives me the heebie-jeebies. Ugh. Ugh. I haven't had a Monster drink in about a week. Not saying I've stopped completely, but that's a blessing. That's a blessing and a half right there. I haven't had a Monster drink in about a week. I'm wondering, is this soreness from me sleeping on that side? I'm going to try not to sleep on that side and see if it comes around. We'll figure that out. Oh, let me put that up there. Have you guys run into that question for what you do for a living? Is it a job? Is it a lifestyle? Or is it survival? A lot of YouTubers that we know are in survival mode. And they will not hesitate to come out on this thing and tell you they in survival mode. You know? And you know, some people, they've moved away. I don't ever, I really don't ever see, I really don't ever see me making money here. But I like doing it. So that's why I'm here. But they're talking about TikTok being banned again. And it's going to be coming real soon. My son, he's got about 7,000 followers on TikTok. And he's selling stuff on TikTok, the TikTok shop and all that. So I'll let you know if it works, because I bought something, just to be supportive of him, and it's going to be a light, and I'll have it. I'm actually going to buy two, because I'm gonna buy another one. If I just wanted to show up first, then I'm gonna buy another one, and I'm gonna keep one, and I'm gonna give one away. But that's what's going to help this, because I'm gonna put it right above my phone. The light be up when I do it, so I don't have to keep these lights on. You see what I'm saying? Let's see what it looks like with that. Yeah, actually, that's not bad at all. But and I was trying to tell him, start your YouTube page. You might get lucky. There's people that are growing, their channels are growing, and they're doing their thing, and I'm not hating on them. Keep growing, do you, boo-boo? Because it's hard. It's really hard to come up when you're doing lives all the time. It's hard to come up with more different ideas other than blah 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 blah. Doesn't that get old? Didn't they get old? I know it gets old for me. But that's why I do different things on my channel. And thank you, Jesus. I'm not going to be staying after the cruise. I'm going to be coming home a whole lot more, because spring is coming. I plan to get some more distressed sod for the front and the back of the yard. I plan to do a top dressing. I plan to do a top dressing. I've never did a real top dressing before. I think I'm going to do it with the sand dirt mix instead of sand, because sand, boy, they don't tell you, it gets like concrete. I have the aerator. And I plan to, the other thing I want to do is, they have this big lawn care expo in Kentucky. I want to go up there for a day. I'm going to rent a pickup truck, and go up there for a day and check that out. I really want to do that. So that's coming in October. But none of that. Hey, Urban. Hi, good morning. None of that would have not been possible if I wasn't doing this right here. If I wasn't doing this. So I've learned not to hate it. I've learned to respect it, and learn to not complain about it. What do you mean by that? You can complain about your job and people overhear you. Next thing you know, you're a troublemaker. He's this and he's that. I've lost jobs because of that years ago, because I wouldn't shut my mouth. But things that you think are bad, and you think the grass is greener going over here, that grass is just as dead as the grass that you got where you're at. So why not stay where you're at and try to figure out how to fertilize your grass, how to water your grass, how to keep your mouth shut and just do your job. You know what I mean? I was looking at some of my old videos, and I was like, man, the grass was so green, but it wasn't the right grass for my area, because come June it would just die off because of the heat. So the last 2.5 years I've been trying to put the right grass there. It's just expensive. Hey, Fish Jimmy, how you doing? It's just very expensive. So I've been coming up with different ways. That's why I buy distressed grass now. So next time I go home, I'm gonna look, see if they got any. I need either Xeon or Zenith Zoysia or from the front. Anything goes in the back. Any grass is going in my backyard. I got like 5 different grasses in the backyard. But the pleasure I get now, because I stopped complaining about my job, even though I'll still complain, but I ain't gonna do it here, and I ain't gonna do it at work. I'll do it in front of my wife or by myself. But I hate this place, blah, blah. But when I stopped doing that and started appreciating what God gave me, it's not survival anymore. It becomes a lifestyle. It becomes a habit. It became who I am. You know, as an empath, I learned that we see bullshit a mile away. And when you find someone that doesn't portray bullshit, you appreciate it. And I've got a very close, very small circle, a very small circle where I'm always saying I appreciate them and I'm very thankful for them. And the reason behind that, you don't know what God has planned for you behind closed doors. What do I mean by that? I'm gonna use me as an example. Well, that loan was canceled. This used to be me. Hey, F-bomb, what the hell? I'm like, now, well, that loan was canceled. Well, Lord, you probably knew there was an accident somewhere down that road waiting for me. You probably knew grass is not a lot of work if you treat them right. This is what's taken me 10 years to figure out. That's what's taken me 10 years. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That Zenith Zoysia, if you treat Zenith Zoysia grass right, girl. And right now, when I go home, I got to order 2 more remotes. I'm going to have 3 set up for the front and 3 set up for the back. And what I mean by that, so that I can get that water on them so they can stay green and get lush. And the grass that I'm working with right now isn't your regular grass. It actually spreads. It slowly will spread. So that's why even the grass in the back, I got more zoysias that's going to slowly spread and take over the whole backyard. That's what I'm looking for. And you least expect it. I had in the front middle of my lawn, I had cut some strips, and I was so disappointed because I wasn't looking at it right, that I didn't realize it's not going to start spreading till middle towards the end of the summer. And then I looked at it like, wow, there it is. It's starting to spread. So what I plan to do is, if I can't get the distress lawn I'm looking for, I'm gonna get a brand new pallet and then cut it up in strips and spread it out and let it do its thing. And I said that to say this: don't be in a rush for a quick change. I'm got to God in it. Wait, I say on the Lord. Wait. That your chance and your change is coming. Don't get mad. Don't get frustrated. Just there's a Bible verse. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thy own understanding, and always acknowledge him, and he'll direct your path. What does that mean? You got to start learning to trust somebody. A lot of us, we don't trust nobody. You got to learn how to trust yourself. You got to learn how to trust God. You got to learn how to trust your decisions. But you got to check yourself and check your decisions. Especially, you always hear me talk about check your decisions when you're choosing a mate, or boyfriend, or girlfriend. Yes, stop. Guess what? Think about it. Who you've been choosing in the past, and it's always turned out to be a horrible decision. Is that a right choice now? Think about it. You got 3 lanes on the highway: the slow lane, the passing lane, and the fast lane. Half of y'all be in the fast lane and don't know how to get in the slow lane. That's with your relationships. That's with your jobs. Get in the slow lane and learn how to stay in your lane first before you get in the passing lane or the fast lane. I learned that. When I started realizing that, man, I've never been more happier. I learned how to start getting in my lane. When you start getting in your lane, being a truck driver, that assumption, I stay in my lane. Exactly, Urban. See, look, you know, I'm trying to figure out the right way to say this. If you want people to acknowledge you and acknowledge your walk or your talk or whatever, you got to show it. I got into I wouldn't say a shouting match. It was on a different platform. This person, hey, when you do all this stuff right. When you do all this stuff right, you follow God and you follow this and you do that, and you still get beat up and you still get almost killed, and then you wasn't following God. Well, why is nothing going wrong? It's because you're leaning to your own understanding. In all ways, you're not acknowledging him up there. You might be acknowledging him down there. And you're not directing you're not allowing your path to be directed. Here's the thing. Most women, I'm not going to let no man tell me what to do. But guess what? When a man finds a woman that he loves, but he wants peace, he going to let her tell him what to do. So if you acknowledge him as the head, he's going to say, hey, babe, because we know subliminally how many times we've effed up. We know subliminally who might be smarter in the relationships. Hey, babe, what do you think about this? Well, you're the head of the house. I know, but I'm asking, what do you think about this? Well, I think we need to do that. That sounds good. Think about it. Let's do that. let's do that, dear. Well, you know, you wanted the orange outfit, but you look stupid. And then she goes, nah, you need to put this on. Don't go out there looking like that. I'll tell you what and I still don't care. I remember when I started walking with Norma and all that. I loved the orange. I don't know what do you call them, pants. And I had the orange neon, you know, with the green sneakers. I looked like a hot mess. Norma kept on buying me black stuff. Like, I still got that stuff. I'm going to start wearing it again just to get on her nerves. And see, this is what we say. Just because I'm the head don't mean, you know, the CEO ain't running nothing. The manager runs it. The in the military, the captain is the captain, but the master chief in the Navy, the command master chief is running stuff. You guys are running things. You're not thinking right. A smart woman is like, are you sure you want? If my wife do this to me, I'll be having second thoughts. You sure you want to do that? wait. Oh, that's a warning sign. You know, like, wait. I'm about to F up. What do you think we should do, dear? You sure you want to do that? I'm just, you know, we're just using common sense. It's the same thing with work. The same thing with your job. I used to mouth off. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. Blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, I ain't got a job. Well, why are you firing me? What did I do? Hey, think about it. Think about it. Why are you firing me? Yeah, you did that to, I did that to myself. Now, I'll be mad, but you'll never know it. I mean, y'all know it, but it'll be for other things. I'm having flashbacks and stuff like that. But, let's see, what happened? I ain't nothing. You know, and is it a job? Is it a lifestyle? Or is it survival? Good morning, Wellington. There's levels to this mess in my situation. And I kind of mixed it up, but it started out survival, it went to a job, and then it became a lifestyle. I remember this shirt. I got this shirt in the Caribbean. I'm trying to figure out what island I got this on. But this sucker was tight. Now it's nice and loose. It's very comfortable. And Mike, what we was talking about earlier, I learned how to get in my lane because I think I'm gonna fast today because I'm gonna be drinking some liquids and because I'm gonna be dealing with trying not to go. I'm gonna be dealing with the liquids and I'm gonna be trying not to go spazzing out because I'm an emotional eater. You know, I'm gonna be dealing with the liquids, and I think I'm gonna fast today. And side note, my wife is doing the carnivore. She's doing the carnivore. See, you can't. I literally you can't. You can't make this up. And she was like, I'm getting tired already. And I'm getting tired. I said, honey, you're a woman. You got to have sides. You want to have a side salad. You want to have a vegetable. What are you having with that? I can have, and I'm like, what you have? She'll ask me what I'm having for dinner. I'm having, I'm having a piece of chicken. Well, what are you having with that? With that? Well, that's all the room I got. I'm gonna have me a piece of chicken. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm gonna have me a sausage. I'm gonna have me a pack of hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I'm like, but keep going, keep going. I'm in our relationship. I am her cheerleader. I learned, and I gotta catch myself that a lot of times I just need to. You can do it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give your advice because you're gonna get frustrated. Just keep going. Just keep going. You got it. Keep going. Keep doing. Keep going. You know what I mean? And Urban, what I was saying earlier is I noticed exactly. That's that's why our food, and I don't want fortified food. I would just wish they'd stop modifying the food. We'd actually probably have the vitamins and minerals that we actually need. Um, the fortified stuff is more dangerous because they're putting chemicals in it. You know what I mean? That's the dangerous part of what's going on. I didn't know that, but being around you guys, I'm learning what's going on. You know what I mean? Thank you, because I wouldn't have known. I would not see if you look at the past pictures. My face was about that big. I'm like, look, I gotta start eating better if I wanted to keep up this lifestyle. I'm agreeing with you. Fortified because you're adding modified chemicals to regular stuff. I have that machine that grinds down meat. I'm gonna start learning how to make certain things like sausage and stuff like that. Um, if we could cut out one of these cruises, I could have enough money to get another freezer or a half a cow. I want to get a half a cow. I want to order a half a cow um, from these fresh, you order them straight from the cattle farms. And I don't want to get political, but let's talk about the political part of it. I don't know if y'all seen that Nebraska, the farm. This one lady gets on there and says, "I'm a Trumper. I voted for Trump, and I'm this and I'm that." And she said 70% of the workforce in Nebraska is undocumented immigrants. 70% of the workforce is undocumented immigrants. They are not coming to work or they have left the state because they're afraid that ICE is going to raid them and get rid of them. You are the problem. You voted for this guy, and this is what happened. Instead of coming up with a solution for the problem, you're not going to stop these people from coming. But if you open the borders with a purpose, like a prime example, the Philippines, or like, I think it's like Thailand or something like that, you can get a work visa or you can become a resident, but you have to leave once a year. I think it's either 2 weeks or a month. Then you can come back into the country. You don't realize that certain Americans are not going to go back the route of doing certain things. You need certain people that are willing to work the fields. You need certain people that are willing to be cowboys. Cowboy, that name originated from us, black people. Cowboy. Think about it, cowboy. But we're not doing that no more. We're not picking. You get prejudiced people go pick cotton. No, this one of us made up a machine that you don't. It's the cotton gin. You don't have to pick the cotton no more. What you freaking idiot? They have machines that do that. You just trying to be. You don't realize that the country is growing in a way that it's producing less Caucasians. That's why you don't want to. That's why they got rid of abortion or whatever. They're trying to get their people to grow again, and they're not realizing that the country is moving in a different dynamic. But you want to stay in charge, and you're so stupid that you just voted to bankrupt Nebraska, which is all with the cows and the moos and the moo. And the price of meat is so high right now. I'm not going vegetarian because I want to. I'm gonna have to go vegetarian because I can't afford it. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of plants in the house because I can't afford to whatever the heck you doing. You see what I'm saying? you idiot. You idiot. They're only coming across the border for work. I'm not hiring them. You know why the eggs are doing that? It's because we have modified those chickens so much that bird flu is hanging tight. We've made these chickens grow within weeks. How come you don't hear about the bird flu in these other countries? There's a country that's sending eggs to the United States. Stop trying to genetically modify the animals. That's why that bird flu is not leaving. You need to start importing some chickens from other countries and stop modifying them. And I bet you we get rid of this bird flu crap. But guess what? I'm not in a rush for high cholesterol anyway. You can with the keto diet. No, yeah, they delete the whole farm. That's why when you get $9 for a dozen eggs, that's because somebody got to pay for it. I remember we was in Costa Rica. I was looking, I said, those are chickens? And they were like skinny. I said, and somebody said, yeah, those are real chickens. If you notice, remember, I'm gonna start pulling over and taking pictures. I drive by them all the time. They're still doing it. They had a campaign. Oh, the chickens are not growing in the dark. Yeah, they are. All the chicken farms I drive by, they're covered up. You're still genetically modifying these animals, and then you wonder why the mutations don't go away. That's something as a trucker, I know. I'm sitting there staring at it. I drive by it all the time. I see it all the freaking time. And it's crazy. But and this is what we do. Ain't nobody wanted eggs this much in their daggone life until the price of eggs went up. I'm like, I'm not paying $9 for a dozen eggs. You can keep them things. Exactly. They are. No, there's some straight up evil stuff going on around here. Hey, I'm gonna leave at 8, and then we're gonna get down the road and do what we gotta do. But I could say, even after this conversation, I could say even after this live, then I'm happy at what I do for a living. I found my place. We still struggling, but it's all good. It's not as bad as it seems, as it used to seem, to be honest with you. It's not as bad. So if you think, it's bad, look on the other side. It could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing, man? Man, I wish I had some sausage. I put it in my air fryer. I had some. Wait a minute, I said I was going fast today. See how quick I fall off? You see how quick I fall off? I'm like, I wish I had some sausage. Wait a minute, I said I was going fast today. Let's see how long I can last. It probably ain't gonna last long. Oh man. Good morning, man. Oh man. I'm gonna start looking for some 2 rose bushes. I'm gonna put them up near my mailbox. And I'm gonna start working on leveling out my yard a little bit more this year. But we'll see. What else? What else? Anything else? Any of you guys got anything going on this week? Any new videos? Any new projects? I gotta make a list of the videos. I said it before. I say it again. I'm probably not going to be doing lives from the Utopia. So I'll be doing one that Friday morning. But Saturday, Sunday, and I might not that Monday. So it's coming up. I think we're down to 3 weeks before I go. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be paying for no lives, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I need to do a lot of filming so I can have me a lot of content that I could spread out, and get that going. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut the rest of this because we've been going for a good minute. Just want to say thank you for your participation. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for being part of my live. You guys are well appreciated. Thank you for coming in on the remix. You guys are really phenomenal in my book, and I appreciate you. As always, coming up next, Wellness for Frugal Mama. Get your workout on. Check out my man's lawn care. Check each other out. And let you know you are greatly appreciated. Cruising is fun anytime. Comes on at 9 o'clock Y'all get these numbers wrong. They go. Everybody I call myself helping. Uh, at 9 o'clock, check them out. They, wonderful husband and wife team, and Eddie Lugo Studios. These are my peeps. Um, as always, guys, you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you. Y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, deuces. And also check out Wellness Frugal Mama. Get positive affirmation.